All right, ready to jump into another deep dive. This time we're tackling the Diana monkey. You guys sent in some amazing research, and I gotta say, these primates are seriously cool looking.
Yeah, no kidding. Even their name has some mystique to it.
Diana, like the Roman goddess, right?
Exactly. And get this, they even have this white band across their forehead, kind of like a, you
Like
know,
the celestial bow.
totally. It's super distinctive.
Okay, so besides that awesome headband situation, what else makes these monkeys stand out in a crowd?
Oh man, where do I even begin? They've got this sleek black fur, a bright white chest and throat, and then a splash of like golden or reddish brown on their backs.
It's like they're strutting their stuff on a forest runway.
Ha! I love that.
Yeah.
And speaking of strutting, they spend most of their time way up high in the canopies of these West African rainforests.
So like serious acrobatics all day long.
Totally. They're incredibly agile, swinging from branch to branch. It's amazing to watch.
Wow, that high-flying lifestyle must require some serious fuel. What do they eat to keep up that energy?
Well, they're not picky eaters, that's for sure. They munch on everything from fruits and seeds to insects and leaves.
So like the ultimate forest buffet.
Pretty much. And that adaptability is key, because the rainforest can be a pretty unpredictable place when it comes to food sources. Sometimes things are abundant, other times not so much.
So they got to be ready for anything, huh?
Exactly. Now, here's another cool thing. Diana monkeys aren't lone wolves. They live in these super interesting social groups.
Oh yeah, I was reading about that. So it's like a whole monkey crew.
Yep, usually 15 to 30 individuals led by a dominant male. But honestly, what I find most fascinating are the dynamics between the females.
Oh, tell me more.
So there's this hierarchy among the females, and grooming plays a huge role in maintaining those social bonds.
So it's not just about keeping clean, it's about like monkey politics.
Exactly. Grooming is all about building alliances and strengthening relationships within the group. It's like their way of saying, hey, I got your back. And when it comes to danger, well, let's just say their communication game is on point.
Right. I was blown away by their alarm call system. Like they have different calls for different predators, right?
Absolutely. So let's say a leopard shows up. They have this distinct crack sound, very short, very sharp. Everyone hears that, and bam, they scatter into the undergrowth.
Smart move. Hide and seek, monkey style.
Right. But if an eagle is circling overhead, it's a totally different call. It's like a long, rising tone, kind of eerie, actually. And the reaction, everyone freezes, silence, trying to blend in.
Wow. It's incredible how they've adapted to all the dangers lurking in the forest. But that makes it even more heartbreaking to know that these amazing creatures are facing some serious threats these days, right?
Yeah, sadly, that's the reality. Diana monkeys are actually listed as vulnerable on the IUCN Red List, and a big part of that is habitat loss. Logging, agriculture, human settlements are all encroaching on their forest homes, squeezing them into smaller and smaller spaces.
Man, it's like we're constantly pushing them out of their own home.
Yeah.
And wasn't there something about the bushmeat trade being a problem too?
Oh, yeah, that's a huge issue. It's basically illegal hunting of wild animals for meat, and it's devastating wildlife populations all across West Africa, Diana monkeys included.
And why target Diana monkeys specifically?
Well, for one, they're relatively large and unfortunately easier to catch compared to some other species. It's a really complex problem with no easy solutions.
So what's being done? Are there any efforts to protect these primates?
Well, the good news is that there are some incredible organizations out there fighting hard for them. Groups like the Wildlife Conservation Society and the Dian Fossey Gorilla Fund are doing some really important work. They're establishing and managing protected areas for Diana monkeys and also working with local communities to come up with alternative ways to make a living, things that don't involve hunting.
Okay, so it's a two-pronged approach, protecting the monkeys directly and also addressing the root causes of the hunting.
Exactly. And it's important to remember that protecting Diana monkeys isn't just about saving one species. It's about protecting the entire forest ecosystem. They play a crucial role as seed dispersers, helping the forest to regenerate and stay healthy and diverse.
Right, so their survival is tied to the survival of the entire forest.
Exactly. They're like a barometer for the health of the whole ecosystem. If their numbers are dwindling, it's a clear sign that something is wrong with the forest as a whole.
Wow, that's a powerful image. A canary in the coal mine, but for a whole rainforest. So it sounds like research and conservation efforts are more important than ever.
Absolutely. And the cool thing is, even zoos and research facilities around the world are playing a part. They're studying Diana monkeys in controlled environments, learning more about their behavior, their social structures, how they reproduce.
Hmm.
It's all vital information for understanding them better and also for raising awareness about their situation.
And it shows how adaptable they are, that they can thrive even in captivity, which speaks to their intelligence and resilience. So what have we learned today? Diana monkeys are not just drop-dead gorgeous, but also crazy smart, socially complex, and unfortunately in need of our help.
You got it. And their story raises some big questions. If they're such a vital indicator of the health of the whole forest ecosystem, what happens if their numbers keep dropping? What does that mean for the future of West African rainforests?
Yeah, it's a lot to think about.
It really is. And I hope our listeners will continue to learn about and advocate for these amazing creatures. They deserve our attention and our help.
Couldn't agree more. Thanks for diving deep with us on the Diana monkey.
Yeah.
Truly incredible primates.
My pleasure. Always happy to geek out about monkeys.
Until next time.